This one's going to be a little less structured because I couldn't record last night and I need to get into the office, so let's get it.
Go crazy, go crazy, go crazy, no crazy, no crazy, no crazy,
What's good? I'm Weekly, and today I'd like to talk to you about Chainsaw Man, Episode 6. This was probably my favorite episode coming from like a character development perspective, not for anyone specifically, but just because I finally got to see how the group played together. Especially Kobeni. She's truly the highlight of this episode, both comedically and physically. She was out here moving faster than Yamamoto yesterday. The fact she keeps her double peace signs up for the whole first two screams is just the best thing in the world to me. Kobeni's like the Usopp of the crew, wholly willing to wear her emotions on her sleeve. I'm glad she feels close enough to the group to, share her backstory, but I gotta say I'm with Power on this one. Her crying is just hilarious. The one thing I remember from the manga here is the fact that one of these chapters ends with Denji just falling asleep. Peak fiction. I guess when you start spouting Schrodinger's hotel theories, your head kinda needs some rest. Denji catches some sleep just because he's that comfortable, but everyone else ends up kinda needing the rest at some point. Aki's overworked and Hoemi's strong front can't stand forever. I thought Power snapped here until Denji confirmed that that's just how she is. Good for her. Getting more to Hoemi's flashback is also appreciated. She almost feels like Kakashi, but if he just got one more partner, who may or may not be his love interest. Either way, being able to further develop our two leaders here is important. It might be more important later on, but I'm ignorant to anything that happens outside of this hotel. The art is just such a focus in this series, and I need to know why because it's really effective. And so is this animation. It's small, but seeing Denji, Aki, and Hoemi go from non-detailed background figures to fully animated subjects was dope. My only nitpick with this scene is the fact that it lasts like 2 seconds too long because at some point you start to notice the floatiness of their running. I guess a lot of the budget this episode went to Kobeni shivering. The end of the episode where Denji finally decides to take one for the team is perfectly built up to. It really feels like everyone's at their limit and it's time for the hero to step in. Well done. In just 6 short episodes, we've built a protagonist who both feels like he has friends to protect and people to convince, as well as some people to keep an eye on. We even get a nice moment with the roomies. I don't know if it's because he's ready to kill or ready to die, but we definitely get a bit of D-Clan out of Denji here. I'm really looking forward to this Infinity Devil fight. Not because I know it's going to be a slaughter, but because it looks interesting visually already. The animators are doing a lot with the little here to make him seem overwhelmingly infinite. I'm not even going to talk about the endings being fire anymore because that's just pretty much a given at this point. Yeah, that's all I got. Really enjoyed this episode, although nothing will probably hit as hard as episode 1. It doesn't mean that it's gotten worse. I just mean from like storytelling, a visual perspective, it's just episode 1 hits so hard. Also more Pochita, so there's the bias there, but there's a really good close second, we have to see Aki not only showing, his resolve here, but just showing how useful he is. If they're in a serious pinch, he can give away some years of his life and, become overpowered, I'm assuming, for a temporary instance, but also just showing how smart he is. He's able to figure out the clock thing, figure out that they're not just stuck on the floor, but it's like a time vacuum as well. So I really do like this group dynamic and a lot of the characters in it. I can't wait to see more on Arai. I guess he's gonna come into play later on if he doesn't die here, but I'm assuming that his backstory is being saved for a more important time, so maybe he just gets transferred out of the division after this mission for being pretty useless, but we'll see. Either way, looking forward to it. I'll see you guys soon. I have to come back home after work and edit this One Piece Film Red review, so look out for that. Definitely not tonight, but definitely look out for that tomorrow. That's gonna be dropping tomorrow. I've decided that now, but yeah, I'll see you soon. I'm Weekly. You be safe. Is that the right order of things? I don't know anymore, but yeah, bye.